there was a Lieutenant Aaron Watada who was supposed to go to Iraq, and he refused to go because he considered it an illegal war. But he said he'd go to Afghanistan. And I supported him, but I didn't want him cherry-picking his wars. To me, they were all equally reprehensible. I belong to Veterans for Peace, national group of veterans who have found out that, war is not what it's supposed to be and are working for peace. And I belong to the Seattle chapter, and the National Convention was in our chapter a few years ago. So I went looking for stories. And I found a few, and this song is a combination of stuff that has to do with basically someone who joined the service and then found out that it wasn't what he thought, and he went through some changes. I'll be asking you to sing along, whatever floats your boat. Say, is there a flat pick available? Is there a flat pick available? I left my flat pick in my case, and I don't want to walk all the way there. Thank you, I appreciate it. Medium, just my style.
Yeah, chew.
Come gather round me, people, and a story I would tell of how a good intention drove me down the path to hell. I enlisted in the army to fight our country's wars. I thought I knew what I was fighting for. They gave us basic training and shipped us to Iraq. We'd free them from a tyrant and then we'd come right back. I marched upon the battlefield to do what I must do, but when I looked into their faces, I saw you. I saw you, and everyone I knew. I saw every religion, every race and country too. I saw the enemy inside me as the one I must subdue. When I looked into their faces and saw you. Our conditions were deplorable on base and in the field. And as to why we're there, not one good reason was revealed. Our leaders tell us lies and are deceitful at each turn. But another feeling was my main concern. In that house that we just bombed, was there a child my daughter's age? Is that boy within my sights a future parent, priest or sage? When I harm a stranger, have I harmed my family? Are we really all the fruit of one great tree? And I saw you, and I saw you, and everyone I knew. And everyone I knew, every religion. I saw every religion, every race and country too. Saw the enemy inside me as the one I must subdue. When I looked into their faces and saw you. So I announced to my commanders that I would no longer serve. They said I was a traitor. They said I lacked the nerve. I was charged with 6 offenses which could earn me time in jail, and a bad discharge my future to derail. But I'm standing up for freedom and what I believe is right. If I have to go to prison, it won't be without a fight. My friends and my supporters will help to see me through. We'll win the day and then I'll start anew. And I saw you, and I saw you, and everyone I knew. And everyone I knew, every religion. I saw every religion, every race and country too. I saw the enemy inside me as the one I must subdue. When I looked into their faces and saw you. Well, I'm tired of being a pawn who's led by bureaucratic lies. War is all about who pays, who profits, and who dies. While we're paying with our taxes and the big boys earn the score, and the innocent and poor die in each war. So let's all work together to end war's insanity. Our soldiers round the world need to hear from you and me. When they lay their weapons down, there won't be pawns to fight a war. And that's the day that I am praying for. Last chance, and I saw you and everyone I knew. I saw every religion, every race and country too. I saw the enemy inside me as the one I must subdue. When I looked into their faces and saw you. When I looked into their faces and saw you and you and you and you and you.